All right, welcome to another episode of Future Important People. We're here with Sasha Dadvar,
that is
the
correct.
Only Persian actor in Portland.
Nope, that is not correct.
The best Persian actor in Portland.
I also, okay.
Don't agree with that.
There's a certain guy named Amir out there, but you know.
Amir.
I'll see you in hell.
It's on.
No, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy.
Do you have more of those?
Rolling Rocks?
Yeah.
Go get out of the fridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Right back.
Yeah, what
How you doing?
what I was saying earlier is I see you every day when my parents are watching Jeopardy. There's always this Oregon lottery commercial.
Are you serious? You saw that?
And he pointed you out one time, and now every single time I see you for like a quarter of a second wiping down a table.
Well, I achieved a small life goal because I always wanted to be in something with Home Alone music. And so that was kind of fulfilling in a lot of ways. Oh wow, that sounded great.
It's bittersweet to be annoyed by that because I listen to like almost everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
And when that comes up, I'm like, fucking another commercial. But then I'm like, Sasha's in this, so I guess it's okay.
Hey, we all into weird stuff. I like to watch Canadian women's curling on the internet. Takes a lot of bandwidth, but it's fun. They scrub it.
I actually really enjoy that too.
Yeah, me too. It's great.
Is there a reason you prefer the Canadians?
They just know how to scrub ice.
Oh my god.
So what's up with you, Josh? I actually haven't seen you in 6 months or something.
Dude, it's been like 6 months.
You have a beard now?
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, looking. You guys both got beards. I feel like I feel like my face is cold.
Well, you're the Persian. Actually, it's just kind of backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, I could grow a beard, but then I wouldn't be allowed to fly.
Yeah.
Not in this economy.
So, man, last time I saw you was on set. You were a cop.
Yeah, man, there's a big stretch of the imagination. Got to play another cop on
Another
TV.
cop. Dude, I've been a cop like 3 times.
I've been a cop maybe like 20 times.
So what you're doing is super impressive. You're actually, I don't know. I'm talking to you in 6 months, obviously, but you're full time acting and just you've fully diving.
Yeah, any kind of metaphor, analogy, it's true. I've put my body and mind into it 100%.
How'd you get into it? Because the way you started was really interesting.
Yeah, I was working at this company that was terrible. I mean, like, wow, they were garbage. They would like print things like ASAP, what's my timeline, and Synergy on printer paper and then tape it to the wall.
That was your job?
No, that was just their decoration.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? Why are you using printer paper?
Like a yoga
this is
store?
an anti-motivation. What's that?
Was it like a yoga sweatshop?
No, it was a very boring, labor manipulation, skilled trades, headhunting, stuff like that. So I worked there, and I was super miserable, but I was making decent money, and I
Sounds like me right now.
Exactly. I don't know. And I was living with the band. We were all living in Milwaukee, Oregon, just south of here.
Wait. The band?
Yeah. So there's this band called The English Language. I used to be their manager and promoter, and we released a house, and we turned the basement into a recording studio. And so we were just recording songs and playing gigs and stuff. And then I was working at that company. Blah 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 blah. I quit. I needed to take a time off, so I was gonna just enjoy the summer and then just kind of see if there was something else I could do with my time. And I was working in music, and I was like, I'm doing all this work promoting bands and musicians, and they're taking all the money.
Now I remember this.
Yeah, so I was like, what's the point? I'm just working hard for other people. How do I work for myself? And then I applied to this movie. I just shouldn't clap on a podcast, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I applied to be in this movie. No resume, no headshot, not even school experience. And the director, I sent him a little video clip, and I was just going to be one of the soldiers in the movie. Right? I knew very little about it, but apparently they've already like planned it,
so
cast it.
What'd you do? You filmed yourself? You did a little audition or whatever, and you sent it in?
Yeah.
And then they just automatically...
No.
Okay.
No. I knew the director from something before, And so we were messaging each other back and forth. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll drive to Indiana. It was in Indiana. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll be a road trip. I wanted to go to Denver anyway, so that's a whole different story. But yeah, so I was going to go to Indiana. But the day before I was going to go, the director called me. He's like, the guy who's playing the lead has backed out. And we've already like rented planes and rented like trucks and World War II equipment. It was supposed to be like a World War II noir movie, as you guys saw or whatever.
We watched it last week.
And so I had to audition on the set when I was supposed to be the other guy. I auditioned for the lead role, and a couple other people did because it was last minute. And then he just asked me to do it, and the whole fake it till you make it.
You didn't even have a chance to fake it.
I was really scared. I had to go to the bathroom and puke a couple of times. And
really?
I tried to back out. I told him I couldn't do it.
What?
Because I was like, I've never actually been an actor before, and this has been like some crazy road trip. I was trying to find out who I am. It was, it's like that Britney Spears movie.
What?
Crossroads. Or
you might have to sing it for us. Maybe you can't sing on the podcast.
Anyway, so I just like, okay, I'll do it. So I was living in this cabin in the woods in Indiana with like 3 other people that were in the movie, and we all started slowly losing our minds and try to kill each other in the cabin while we were making this movie. I mean, there's mosquitoes, there's tanks and rifles. So I came back here after finishing that, and I was like, okay, I guess I could do acting.
How long did that take? Because that was like a 45-minute movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a movie in itself, the whole situation. Where it's like, that might be a good movie.
Oh, yeah, I was road tripping with my friend who, me and him were like trying to kill each other on the road trip because we all want to do like different things. And he's like, had like a rich aunt in like Idaho, and then we had to go visit her, and then we got lost in a ski lodge. And so
a 45-minute movie.
3 weeks.
It was obviously an indie movie. Only 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. And they had permission. The movie was partly sponsored by the Indiana World War II Museum. So that's why we had those cool rifles and tanks and stuff. We had all these Nazi reenactors, and they were really nice. Indiana's nice. You can smoke in bars in there still.
Oh.
People have most of their teeth. It's really rad. It's a good experience.
Yeah. New Orleans. Me and Lonnie went to, what's it called?
What are you talking about, Florida?
Yeah, by Tampa. That party town.
Ybor City.
Ybor City.
Never heard of it. It's like a mini New Orleans party
insane.
town.
We went there for Halloween. It was freaking crazy. Sea of people, but they were smoking in the bars and everything. I can't even handle it. I hate it. I hate that.
I always felt a certain connection to the country folk, even though I'm of the brown persuasion. I have a certain affinity for that like lifestyle. Plus, I was born and raised in America. I've never actually left the U.S. before.
I see. So it's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yep.
And now you're one of us.
You can't see, I'm putting my hands up in the air like a hostage. But yeah, so I just
So you did the movie. You fell in love with.
About that.
Dude, yeah. All right.
I was trying to turn dim the light. No.
You fell in love with it, obviously.
I absolutely hate the way I look. I hate the way I sound. Like right now, I'm in agony with these headphones.
You get used to it.
Oh, really?
I had really bad shyness when I was younger, and then I kind of took this on as like a weird midlife crisis.
How old are you? 28?
29.
Okay.
Hopefully quarter life then. Or I don't know, maybe I'll make it that long.
Anyway, you kept doing it, so...
Yeah, I stuck with it, and I started falling in love with acting classes. And there's like as I learned, you have your agent, you have the gig, you go audition. A lot of auditions are for like a talking refrigerator. And it's like, okay, Sasha, this refrigerator wants you to go get more milk. And go. And it's like, hey, refrigerator. And then someone reads the lines, and that's 2 minutes, you're done, you're out. It's not really like artistically satisfying, but those are the ones that pay, right? And then there's like the whole indie Portland film scene, which is very satisfying. There's all sorts of cool, interesting projects being made. It's just that, like, you're going to need a second job to do that kind of stuff. Right, Josh?
Absolutely. Anyway, yeah, I never dove in. My plan was actually to dive in, like, all the way like you are. And I moved up closer to Portland, 45 minutes out.
Oh yeah, you used to live out where?
Eugene.
Eugene.
So that was like so far away.
You need like a Josh mobile, like Batmobile, but with you.
I got a Corolla.
That thing got a Hemi.
But yeah, I started off. Yeah, I saved up money a while ago. Quit my job. Auditioned or didn't audition. I just like
Can we swear?
signed up. Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry, I just always want to do that.
Shit. Fuck. Dick balls.
What's the worst word? What's the when someone cuts you off in traffic? What's like your insult? Your go-to insult?
She's the gappy fat cow.
How about you?
He's more internal, I think.
Yeah, but outwardly, it's usually more God like a bear's growl type of thing.
Guttural,
it's kind of just an audible,
like an echo
angry
from deep
noise.
inside. I go, you stupid fart butt.
No, you don't.
Because I can't swear, so I'm like, you dummy. You have bad hair, dummy. Cross-eyed goof.
Dude, I said most of those things on the way here. Yeah, so you did the movie, blah, 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 blah. You fell in love with acting classes, and then you took a bunch of gigs that you hated.
No.
Okay.
Not anytime. And this may sound like kind of like a total hoo-ha bullshit, but anytime when I get a chance to do the thing I like and get paid for it, it is extremely fulfilling and satisfying and like nothing else. Even if I had the high-paying job or whatever that I had was doing, it's a different kind of satisfaction where.
But you're always doing something different. It's not like you have a 9 to 5 where you go to work, come home. You've got. Yeah,
but a lot of people do that, and there was times where I do that, and like I would go 8 months at a time. Right now I'm a year and a half in, so I'm still really, really green, and a lot of times I make a lot of rookie mistakes and make people pull their hair out.
But how else do you learn?
Yeah, you learn by Google.
Yeah,
just
that's right.
Google and what is it?
IMDb.
DB. Yeah, that's something. Here's a heads up to anyone that wants to be an actor out there. Take it from someone.
Well, yeah, we're gonna actually. This is targeted toward Portland in general. So anybody in Portland, but anywhere.
Yeah, anyone that wants to be an actor in Portland or any regional market outside of the main hubs of LA and New York. Mm-hmm. Just general advice: take acting classes. It's important. They teach you a lot of basic stuff.
Actually, something I learned from you is, I think you for a while you were trying to get your SAG card because you thought getting your SAG card, I finally made it.
Yeah, I've been close, but no cigar.
And but you're the one who told me this. You were working towards getting your SAG card, and then you had an agent or something at the time. I don't know if you still have.
Yeah, I still do.
Do you want to explain what that is for people that don't know?
Screen Actors Guild card. They made it a long time ago for everyone's flocking to Hollywood to be in movies, and they just made it harder for you to get it.
You're a welder. You're in a guild, right? You're a welder or electrician. You're in a union. SAG is a union for actors. Okay. Being an actor can be a blue collar gig too, sort of, and. That's like your medical benefits. It's really expensive, but once you have that card, then you're eligible to do SAG gigs.
To do union gigs.
No. But if you're in the union and
so my point was anywhere outside of LA and New York is usually non-union.
Exactly. So there is union work in this town. It's just that it's selective and
if you get your Screen Actors Guild card, then you can't do non-union anymore.
I guess. Quite honestly, I'm a little bit of a dullard when it comes to this topic.
You're the one who told me about it.
Yeah, when I told you about it, it was when I just learned about it and I was all excited.
Oh, okay.
And now I've forgotten what I even told you.
Yeah,
I remember.
Typically with like a union, you're not like bound by law to not work for a non-union company, but they're going to give you fines.
Exactly.
I would imagine holds on your retirement and all that stuff.
But beyond all that, it's really, really fun. Like I'm gonna. What's up? Do a plug. Got a movie coming up.
We're starting. You were saying something about a short film.
Yeah, we're gonna do a short film with that actor I was telling you about, Amir, the other Persian. They got both of us in there.
Is it a feud? Is it a feud, or are you guys friendly?
Oh no, we're like best buds.
Cool.
We took in a couple classes together, and yeah, it was a tight knit community. In fact, I respect everybody that does acting, and I especially respect anyone that does it here in this town, because it's, you gotta hustle hard. You gotta like try to get gigs, and there's only enough for the very best, my friend.
Dude, yeah, actually, so you're obviously well apart from all the. Every time I've been on set with you, dude, you're sitting there and you have your schedule and you're going over. We went over lines last time.
Yeah.
In that movie in.
Oh yeah,
Washington.
What was that Russian movie we're in? Eclectic Love.
Love Eclectic.
I love Eclectic, and I was like the Russian enforcer. That was awesome.
Yeah.
See, that's some people play music, some people like play soccer. To hang out, and like eat chips and BS all day and you pretend to be Russian mobsters is satisfying.
Dude, that was so fun.
Enough about me. What is your goal, Josh?
Dude,
with acting, with this podcast, what is it?
I actually haven't done anything since that last job, like 6 or 7 months ago. I haven't done anything because Extras Only like kind of went under.
Yeah,
companies.
I don't really know.
They charged me an annual fee, and I called them. I was like, "Why did I get this fee?" They're like, "Oh, I promise you, we're on the upswing. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "Whatever, just keep it."
Rule number 2 for all newbies: never pay to play. In anything, do not pay to play.
Yep, there's a scam company. Actually, the whole reason I got into it and I ever met you in the first place. No, I didn't get scammed. But
my brother did. Totally side story.
Right.
My brother was 12. We were going through the mall, and they're like, "Hey, you're good looking. You could be an actor." And then my brother paid like $10,000 of his like college tuition.
Oh my god!
To take like these scam acting classes.
$10,000?
Yeah, so he went through the classes and he got to audition for a fake commercial and then just never did anything with it again.
Wow.
So
he paid to play.
So he paid to play. Boom.
Okay, so this company, I actually want to say their name because fuck them. Explore Talent out of LA.
Never heard of them.
Explore Talent. So they got me on the phone. There was this movie. Oh fuck. Anyway,
Space Jam.
No, there was this big movie. It was a sequel, and there was a big movie, and they're like, "We're looking for people like you."
Space Jam 2.
It was Space Jam 2. It was.
I believe I can fly.
But anyway, they try to get me to pay. I was Google reviewing them. I'm like, no, I don't want to. And they call me still every like 3 months. But then I'm like, hold on a second. I actually want to do it. And then I looked through. I found Extras Only, which now isn't even a company you can use pretty much. And then did it. And I did a couple things. Got serious mentally about it, but I was so far away. Now that I moved up here, I've been basically in the studio on my free time and working. But Josh, I really want to get back into it.
Do favors, and that's what I know. Is like when I first started, I still do. Pardon me, sorry. When I first started, I did favors for people. Like, hey, I need a guy to lug this camera around, or this boom mic. We need like a PA to pick up chips and stuff. Like I would take those gigs while doing extra gigs, while doing auditions for commercials, while like shooting, like anything I would try to get to do. I would say yes to.
Yeah, you gotta start as a gopher.
So you're actually making a living? Are you living off of like a fund that you've built up, or are you actually making the money to pay the bills every single month by doing all this?
I own many oil rigs. I have offshore accounts. I have suitcases with different passports.
Right. Yeah.
Pistols.
Now I know.
Now he's never going to get on the truth. He's never going to get on a plane now.
I have many leather-bound books.
So obviously,
Calvin and Hobbes.
That's all true. But you're in an apartment or something, and you're living off of like ramen.
Hey, shout out to Jape House. I live in it's a house that says Jape in the front door. It's a converted frat house. It was a frat house in the 70s.
You realize everyone knows where you live now.
Yeah, come on by. I almost want to turn into a walk in there. Well, anyone that wants to come to my house is invited. Bastard.
It's pretty good.
No, like Christopher Walken and Stallone at a Costco. It's like, whoa, Sly, you gotta try these chips. I don't know why I want any chips. I don't want any chips. All right, that didn't really happen. But yeah, I'm not rich. Not at all. I just... sometimes it's like
it's inspiring.
Feast or famine.
I'm asking because it's inspiring to know that you're struggling and you're eating ramen.
Yes, that's actually true. The noodle thing is a real thing.
Yeah.
And another thing is your health. I really had to take my health into consideration.
So did you stop eating ramen?
No, it was just like, why am I not getting these kind of jobs that I want? Da 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 da. And then I realized that's one thing to be a passable actor, another thing to have like network or whatever. But I realized that was like not in the kind of shape that would get me the gigs that I want, because it's neither like you're the like in shape guy, or you're the skinny guy, or you're like the Seth Rogen, like chubby, ha ha ha, yuck yuck yuck.
You have to decide and then be that.
Yeah, it's not like there's not a lot of like successful James Gandolfinis out there. Rest in peace, love that guy. Well, yeah, like yeah.
There's a huge aspect of being self-aware in general, but
yes.
within acting, it's magnified. It's insane.
Yes, I've been blessed. And by the way, I would, even if I was typecasted or like was only in like this certain kind of role, as long as I had work, I wouldn't actually take it. I'm not like
taxi driver or
maybe a little bit.
Oh man. So yeah, you told me a while ago about shadowing. What was it?
Puppets? Shadow puppets?
Yeah, shadow puppets. No. When the group sits there and they decide people do auditions, they decide who's going to be who.
Oh, when I was a casting assistant.
Yeah, casting assistant.
Yeah, that was an educational experience.
Yeah, talk about that. Talk about how insane it is, how they choose everybody.
Well, it depends. Everyone's a little different, but yeah, just you go in and you have your headshot and you do your best work, but ultimately they like kind of know in their head what they're looking for, so they just like, oh, he was nice, she had a nice haircut, and boom, boom, done. You know. But that's great. That's the way it's done.
She was tall. Let's choose her.
Well, it's kind of one of those things. You're mass hiring things that are people based on how they look and how they dress and how they act.
It's a very it's a look-based business, right? It's film and audio. Here's what makes this important is when I was a kid, I used to make a lot of home movies with my brother and all the neighborhood kids. And there was a point where I stopped making home movies and had to go to school and had to be Mr. Serious and whatnot. And when I'm doing this stuff, I'm working on films and get to pretend and it makes me like, I feel good. You know? I feel good. Like, I'm going to put on a wig and cover myself in fake blood because why the hell not? Mm-hmm. I don't take myself too seriously, and I think that's behooved me in this job. Yeah, I don't like the very it's all about the craft, and I sleep in an upside down coffin because I'm a vampire.
Vampire. What's that called when you fully live it, even when you're not acting?
Always being on.
Acting.
Always being on.
Method acting.
Oh, method acting.
Yeah. You just are the.
I prefer.
That's what killed the Joker, Batman.
The Joker?
What's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah. He was fully in it, and he was doing drugs and shit. Killed himself.
A year ago, these cops, these lawyers wouldn't go near you. What happened? Did your balls drop off?
Oh my god, that reminded me of that Halloween movie that you and the black guy who was in that with you.
What's his name?
Dude, I don't know anyone's name.
I know. Oh, the Stalked. You know, that's actually interesting. There's people. So yeah, I pretend to be. I'm on the show in this web series. It's all done like handheld, kind of like Blair Witch, sort of. And it's
I think he sent a link to us for that.
Yeah. And these things get like 200, 300,000 views.
Really?
And
dude, that had 400,000 views.
There's people on the comments who are like,
I don't think they're real cops.
That guy's not a real cop. Like, what city is this?
Dude,
like,
that was so
I thought this was real. And it's me like running around like, you have a real stalker on your hands here.
Oh my god,
that's inspiring in itself, though. I mean, you can just start a YouTube series and you can get 400,000 views doing some.
Yeah, and it's people that like dislike me. It's kind of cool. Like I finally got to do something where people don't know me, but they know my character. So then they're like, my character's name is Detective Cloud. They're like, Detective Cloud's a jerk face. If he was here, I would shoot him in the head. And I was like, oh, thumbs down.
You can't stop the 12-year-old
I love it. You can thumbs down now. I hate it only having thumbs up, but
Nadir. His name's Nadir. Yes, okay. Great guy, fantastic. He's I actually met him. So like right when I came back from Indiana, I was like, I need to start doing whatever I can. So I responded to everything I could find on Facebook. One of them was this movie called Something Like Summer, and it was these kids playing catch in the park or something. And I was just like a Man of the Park 2, and Nadir was Man of the Park 3. And I was like, dude, we should do something one day. And it kind of came full circle. It was nice.
So was that a production company, that 400,000 view where you were a detective with Nadir? What was that? Like
the web series?
A random thing?
The web network is called The Haunting of Sunshine Girl.
Okay.
And they're like, they have like a popular following with teens and ghost stuff. Yeah, so shout out to Haunting of Sunshine Girl.
And then there was that puppet thing where I didn't actually hear your voice.
I couldn't.
But I saw the Persian puppet. I watched the whole thing. I didn't hear your voice, but I saw the Persian puppet.
My bike party song. So that was commissioned by San Jose State for Bike Awareness Week in San Jose, and so I'm a paid rap artist. I have to rap one song. I think I remember the words. You guys want to hear it a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
2 wheels of steel, banana peel. We have to share the path, do the math. They can't steal my role, yo. Check the scene and pull, yo. These bikes are on the rise. They can't believe their eyes. Yeah, that's it. I'm so happy with myself.
What's this new film that you want to short film?
Okay, so that's a kind of funny story. So my friend Amir, he's Persian, he's an actor, and so am I. Funny story. And there was a casting for the lead who was supposed to be like this Persian guy. So they were like,
it was between you two.
It was between us two, and it's not the first time we've been like head to head.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So as soon as I heard his name, I was like, "You motherfucker! Like, fuck your couch!" I was. The role was supposed to be. So there's a movie. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but it's like about this affable Middle Eastern guy who has a food cart, right? And Amir, he's like about 5'9", 5'8". I'm 6'1", and like they were looking for like really, he's not supposed to be physically intimidating. He's supposed to be like a wimp, kind of. And so I blew it, and I was like, yeah, they're like, oh, we like Amir. Like,
dude, you went out of there like, I'm a muscle-bound freak.
I wish I was human. No, but fun thing, like, just like you get to meet people, you get to talk. They're like, you don't look the part for this one, but guess what? We're changing this character to make it around you. I'm like, oh, cool. So I was able to get a part. And at the end of the day, I'm happy to work with my friend. And hey, as much Middle Eastern actors getting work, holler at the game, protect it.
Oh my god, you guys have like a monopoly.
No,
dude, you got.
Honestly,
one of you has got to go if either of you are going to be successful, right?
Yeah. I'm almost like, I was like, damn, I wish I was more Middle Eastern, because I could pass it.
You don't want to be though.
I think I pass in a lot of things. I just want to be me.
Yeah,
I just want to be me. I feel like I'm a unique individual and I can play a unique character. Some weird big nosed jerk. That's so far from reality.
Just watch the Muppet Show.
I want to hear about your friend. What does he do?
Nothing interesting. I do a podcast.
This podcast is over.
Nobody on the podcast knows, so you might as well. Yeah.
I work for a construction company. I do some design and
He started off on the field and worked his ass off and worked his way up.
Yeah. My job's way more important where I pretend, where you actually build and fix things.
Yours is way more interesting, though.
No, construction's interesting. You look at the thing and you get the thing and the hammer.
We're actually doing a job probably like 3 or 4 miles from here, and
how exciting to keep going.
Yeah. We they just started pouring concrete, or they're getting ready to pour concrete. So now we're gonna go set hangers. Yeah. Should I keep going?
So yeah, he's
pouring. Everybody, close your eyes. Imagine concrete pouring into a hole.
Dude, I just fell asleep. Anyway, he started off in the field. He was installing pipe.
Laying
down some pipe.
Mm-hmm. As one does.
And
so
then
now
he moved to Florida. And
just randomly, gig. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to Florida, so I moved to Tampa, and
he flew over there, looked for an apartment, found one, was like, okay, I guess I'll take the job.
But the trip there and the trip back were probably the 2 best parts. But I took this giant, like 26-foot U-Haul with a trailer on the back, and me and my cousin, we drove all the way across the U.S., all the way to Florida.
When you drove across the U.S., how many strip clubs did you stop at?
None.
What was the craziest thing you saw?
We saw a car chase with in Nevada near Reno.
Did you start chasing the car?
No. We saw this guy driving around in an old pickup truck, and he was spinning out in the gravel, and there was like 5 cop cars chasing him around, and like we only got a short glimpse of it, but it was like dust was going everywhere.
That was me.
Oh, was it?
That was me. That was a scene I was shooting. Another 48 hours. Part 2.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's never gonna air.
The best part of the trip was when we took this giant U-Haul.
We did. We went out to this field.
I promise. It's the best part.
Pulled my pants down and I took this giant shit.
Anyways, the best part of that, we took this giant U-Haul through Death Valley. Have you ever been through Death Valley?
Yes, I have.
It's like the largest elevation change. This peak summer heat, and we had so many looks from all these tourists. Just like, those people are crazy. But we didn't stop there. We decided after that to drive through the Mojave Desert on a dirt road.
Just you and your buddy just driving into the woods together.
No, it was the desert. It was
desert.
Mojave Desert. There's nothing. There's hardly even any cacti.
A lot of holes in that desert, huh?
So anyway, long story short, he moved over there on pretty much a whim. Took a job, a huge pay increase, and was in design. I visited him a couple times, and then got a better offer back here, so we moved back.
My question is, Josh,
but the reason this podcast is alive was all the phone calls we had. We since he was far away, we talked on the phone a bunch and then had good conversations. It was actually, the podcast was going to be like acting out stories. And
we were going to do it wasn't necessarily, it was kind of fictional. We were going to do like we'll play it someday, but it's archived forever right now. We actually recorded the first episode of that.
It was just a story of how his car lit on fire.
Yeah, it's a real story turned fiction is what we were going to do.
We might go back to the sirens and everything, blah, blah, blah. Voice acting, but it's so much work. So then it became, what are we inspired? I'm inspired by talking to people who want to do, or who are doing what they want to do. They're passionate, and let's figure out how to elevate them. And that's how this came out. Yeah.
Get lifted, bitch.
Yeah. So,
that's cool.
And now we're here.
Me and my brother once tried to do a podcast like 5 years ago. And he was just doing it on his phone, and then we had to delete it because it was just a lot of random just sounds like, and we weren't. Yeah, it turns out that we weren't doing it right, and we were also making fun of people that we know. We're we can't release this. We can't just shit on people we know. They're gonna hear this on Facebook, and they're gonna be really upset.
That's fine.
But yeah, what this is all about is giving people who are worthwhile a spot.
Not saying you're worthwhile, but...
Well, holler. We invited him on the show.
Oh, okay.
It's the minimum required. But
you must be this tall. That's a podcast.
Giving people a spot where they can tell the world about something great or something that could lead to something great?
Okay, then let me start right now by telling you guys that...
You're going to foresee your own future right here?
Yep, the honey mustard sauce at McDonald's is by far the best sauce.
Disgusting.
Yeah, don't agree at all.
What the heck?
You know,
which one do you guys like?
McDonald's, I don't really like any of the sauces.
Name your dream job, go.
Hosting a podcast.
Doing this. Oh.
Wait,
Same answer.
Wow, that's so weird. You guys got your dream jobs.
Actually,
good for you.
We're not getting paid.
Someday I wanna really get into writing fiction.
You know how they paid me for this? You wanna know? They gave me a suitcase and I opened it up and there was a smaller suitcase in there. And I was like, deal.
It's like the Russian doll thing, but with suitcases.
Like a smaller, nice.
I don't know about the suitcase thing.
I can't afford to buy
I present
suitcases.
to you $100,000 in suitcase. My God.
Oh my God.
Deal. My dream job is storm chaser.
I really thought you were gonna say stormtrooper, and I was so excited.
No, kidding.
Dressed as a stormtrooper.
No, I want to be a storm chaser. I want to get in my van. No, you know what? Who's your favorite movie character of all time? This is we're still on movie podcast.
Dead air.
Wow, for movie buffs.
Jesus.
Mine's Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park because he hates kids.
I like Michael Caine a lot.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, but he's not a character. It's not a character. He's
Michael
an actor.
Caine. What?
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks is your favorite character.
Nasty.
I've always liked Han Solo.
Han Solo, another in the Star Wars realm. Yeah, did you see the last Star Wars where he died?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: Han Solo dies.
The title
To all you
is going to be
jerks out there who haven't
watch
seen
the
it
new
yet.
Star Wars
I guarantee
first.
you, he made them kill him.
Whoa! Mind blown. Mind
That's a
free.
plot twist.
So here's the real question: are you going to try to get into the new Star Wars movies?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Yes, I am. I'm announcing it right here live. I'm gonna be in all the Star Wars movies. I'll be wearing a white helmet. You might see me in there. You're not gonna see my face. You're not gonna see my
You're not
body.
going to see him on the credits.
You're not gonna see me on the credits. But just know, I'm the dude in the white helmet
Everyone.
with a laser.
All right, Disney's heard you.
Disney, holler at your boy. Oh, hi, it's Mickey Mouse. I heard you dropped our name on the radio, and I just don't think it's very cool. You'll hear it from my lawyer.
I don't think we're that big yet.
Never cross Mickey Mouse. You know, like in The Godfather, he wakes up like a horse head in the bed. Mickey Mouse puts Goofy's head.
You're losing me.
All right.
Losing me.
So,
Top Gun or Days of Thunder?
I think I've only ever seen Top Gun, so I guess I'm gonna have to go Top Gun.
Pepsi or Coke?
I don't drink soda.
Chips or pretzels?
Chips, easy.
Beer or alcohol?
Both.
At the same
Tomatoes or strawberries?
time. Strawberries. This is leading up to something. I can tell.
No,
it's not.
I
It's
just
literally
wanna-
going
I just want to get to know you guys. I'm being interviewed as a podcast. I want to know who I'm talking to. Yeah, strawberries. What?
All right, what's your 1 year goal?
Okay. My 1 year goal
You're about to do a short film. When's that starting?
in the summer. So I'm working on that movie, the food cart movie, and there's this other movie we're making. Shout out to Antonio Richardson. He's making. He's possibly working on this martial arts movie, and that's why another reason I've been been up the ante, been boxing a lot, been boxing sparring. But yeah, so like it's gonna be like a martial arts, Born Identity type stuff.
Oh, cool. Lots of stunts.
Yeah, I'm not much of a stunt guy, but I can do some fight choreography.
So, have you ever been on a set and seen a real actor do his own stunts? Have you ever seen that?
Absolutely, all the time. I mean, stunts.
It depends on the stunt.
Okay,
of course.
yeah. So on a TV show, there's like a stunt crew, and yeah, there's not much besides like a guy falling down and the way they shoot it. It's just, I've never been on an unsafe set. Except for that time that one light almost fell on me. That was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, we were filming something and the light just got unhinged and just like, whoa, heads up.
Not like a light like that.
No, like a big hot light that would have melted my face if it landed on me.
Sweet. Then you would
And that's acting.
And there it is.
I was acting scared.
So have you ever done any crazy stunts yourself?
You saw in the movie where I got to throw the grenade in the tank?
That was my favorite part of the movie.
Wait, was that a real grenade?
No.
Did you kill them?
I killed all those guys.
That's so disappointing.
No, it was a tub full of
It looked like strawberry jam. Before you say anything, strawberry jam.
Oh, the car one, or the grenade in the tank.
The grenade under the car. In the car.
That was an airbag.
Oh, really?
We filled a dummy with prosthetic stuff and an airbag inside his head. And so like, when the grenade went off, it was all practical effects because the director was like, I hate in movies when grenades go off and there's flames. Grenades aren't like flames. They're like impact force, like fragments and stuff. So we blew up a human being.
Killed 4 guys.
Killed 4 guys. That stuff escalated quickly.
So they figured that into the cost. They're like, well, we need to account for at least 4 people dying in this set.
It was insurance.
If you're willing to die, then come on.
Yeah. Remember the part where I'm getting interrogated and they blow that guy's head off and like blood all over my face?
Yeah.
So there was like a dummy and they had like a pump. It was supposed to pump the brains on my face. Mind you, when we did that one, they blindfolded me and I didn't get to see the room until we started filming the scene. Crazy. So when they took the blindfold off and splashed water on me, it was me seeing the room for the first time in real life.
Sweet.
And then so the prosthetic thing didn't work. So they're like, oh, I guess we're not going to do that shot. So then I was like, well, no, you can have the actor spit on me. So he filled his mouth up with bread and fake blood, washed it around his mouth, and he spat it. And that's how it ended up looking better than the prosthetic pump in the end. So that was a sacrifice. Got spit on right in my face.
Nice.
There was also a lot of guns in that, and there were people shooting guns.
Yes.
Were you shooting blanks?
Yes, we're shooting military blanks.
Are you shooting blanks right now?
I've been shooting blanks for years.
It actually looked pretty real. The bullets.
It was my first time, and since I've looked back, I kind of like, oh, this is kind of fun looking back. But definitely had no idea what I was doing.
It's a crazy first gig. That's your first ever thing.
I was rehearsing in the bathroom like before, like shaking, and then I was being like really like spacey and like avoiding people, and like I was just like, yeah, I know I'm doing. And people were like, hey, you good? Doing good? I'm like, doing good. I'm dying on the inside. Holy shit! But my favorite part is talking to crew people. Like just anyone in the lighting department is really cool. Shout out to Gearheads. Those guys are always really cool. I don't know. It's just like talking to everyone that's in the industry is usually like really interesting, but the production people too. Blah 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 blah.
So how do you what do you suggest for people who've never done it and want to get into it? Extras only done for.
I suggest dropping all expectations. Actually, if you want to start right now and you've never done it before,
who do you call?
Ghostbusters. No,
that was the right answer.
If you've never done it before, you want to get started. You need to go right away. Get a headshot. That's number one. Just have a headshot. Then you go to any of those websites like Casting Frontier, upload the headshot. Now you're on your way. You just have a headshot and a blank resume.
How do you get a headshot? You
pay $300.
You just go in the bathroom and take a selfie of yourself?
No, that would be horrible.
You wouldn't get a gig.
You wouldn't get. I mean, you could actually, but yeah, like you want to get a picture. And it shows what you look like, and that's the first step. And get that picture in front of people and just start.
Don't change your look.
Do whatever the fuck you want, man.
If you change your look, you gotta get a new headshot.
Oh yeah, exactly. I had a beard for a little bit, much like you do right now. And then when I went to get my headshot, I was like, oh, if I don't shave this beard, then I'm gonna have a beard and not have a beard at the same time. That's Schrodinger's beard.
I'm not in the mix. So in the Portland area, who do you suggest to sign up with specifically?
Whoa. Okay. So to give you guys some advice, specifically. Get headshots first, then go right away, sign up for an acting class. I recommend Act Now PDX with Jenna Lee Hamblin, or there's Christina Haddad, she's a great teacher. There's Ben Newman, he's a great teacher. There's Ted Rooney, he's a fantastic teacher. So there's all sorts of great, talented teachers that worked in big time movies and TV shows. So get an acting class, meet everyone, be nice to everyone, make some friends like we always do. Like I meet people all the time. Like,
yeah.
Met you? Oh,
That's where I met
punched Mike. That's not good. Oh my god. Is that okay? Okay, cool.
You're good.
So meet people, go to acting classes, get your headshot, and then slowly build that resume. Like any gig I got, I would put on there, even though it was like not really good. You know, like they're like, oh, don't put your extra gig on there, but I wanted to be on set. So I got so the first time I was an extra, I just blindly signed up. I got to meet like James Franco's directing.
Oh, awesome!
Doesn't he have your shoes?
Huh?
Didn't he keep your shoes or something?
They have my shoes still. Yeah, yeah. Josh Hutcherson was in that movie, but yeah. So I was playing like a farmer, an apple farmer in Washington, and even though I'm an extra. The movie, the movie has good Rotten Tomato reviews. I got to see how it was made. I got to see the real actors, and when you're new, just kind of like getting like, all right, do I like this, and can I do this?
When I first did it, it was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. If I don't like it, I'll never do it again. If I like it, then I liked it, and I did a bunch of stuff, and then
keep doing
stopped.
it.
I stopped.
Keep doing it. Yeah, work. You gotta make it work with work, but also, when I was working, like, having a day, most acting and like auditions and stuff are done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 o'clock. I think anywhere from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So those are all like normal working people hours, and they don't care. Like, you gotta be available. Like, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, I got an audition. When that would be normal working time for a lot of people.
Yeah. What's the worst thing you've done on set? You were like super embarrassed.
I walked off a podcast once. No, I'm just kidding. The most embarrassing thing. Oh gosh. Okay, so I responded to this Facebook ad for a commercial, and this guy was kind of like shady, and he wanted me like dress up.
Here you are. You're gonna do anything available. So you're gonna be like, no matter how shady it feels.
No, he wanted me like to dress up in a really ridiculous outfit, and it was hot outside, and it was like downtown with no like permit or permission, or just like, oh, we're just gonna steal these shots here, just go ahead and change in this parking garage. And I'm like, what?
So you were wearing like a giant squirrel suit? Is that kind of like?
No, I was dressed like a medieval king, and so I was wearing like a big fur coat in like 90-degree heat, and he was just bossing me around, and I was like, I actually don't want to do any of this. And then we had a talk, and then I was able to do the scene in my shirt. And then I was like, either you have a guy do it in a shirt, or you don't have anyone do it right now because I'm going home.
What was it? Just for his?
It was like some
sick and twisted.
No, it was some web commercial for a product or something. But like, they weren't paying us, or it wasn't very much, or something. I don't know. It was like really like, and when it starts turning into like a circus. I kind of like
too many things all at once. Like, all right,
I will do pretty much anything for money. No. I will do pretty much anything that any production asks me, but if it's like starts turning into like a circus, and it's like obviously it's just you by yourself and your camera, and it's like really I don't know what, like
unprofessional,
and why should I like really care or do this?
You getting paid $50 or something, and they're
and this was like the early days, and even then I was like, I don't know, but I did it anyways. But I just got to do it in a t-shirt. But it was embarrassing because I was like arguing with him dressed as a king in the middle of downtown Portland, right? Like Pioneer Square. Awesome. I'm dressed like Burger King, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to medical school. No, I didn't.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So the bottom line is this: is there tough times? Yes. Is there times where like I'm like, wow, why did I go to 3 auditions and not get any of them? wow, why did I pay $200 for this acting class? Why do I do this and that? And
I think somebody who wants to get into it, I think probably the number one thing is, maybe I'm wrong, but how can I afford to do it? I can't do it. I don't have time. I have to pay the bills. How do I do it?
Having like a stable lifestyle where like if your spouse or your parents, you know, so you can like have some leeway and do that. It's traditionally been helpful. I don't have that luxury. I just balance it. I
work a flexible job.
I live beneath my means, or like I live like really, you know. This is a luxury right now. But also it's a give it a take. It's like, you take the good with the bad. Ultimately, I love and I enjoy the act of the whole acting experience of being in a scene, memorizing my lines. It's like a game. Sometimes just props like guns and whatever, and like costume changes. And man, pretending is so cool. I'm so grateful.
Well, thanks for coming on to the podcast. Sounds like we're kind of coming to a close.
Carry on my way. We can't do that.
Why not?
Oh, because it's copyrighted?
You asshole.
I don't know.
I ruined us.
He was probably in the wrong key anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
He's in the wrong key, so we're good.
I was the wrong, planet.
Jabez should be coming. Yeah, so... Hold on. Oh, shit. Well... We probably have time. Is there anything you wanted to specifically say? Like your short film's coming out. You want to get into details on that?
Because it's like I have the storyboards. They were just emailed. I sound like an asshole. Look, it's a movie. It's being made. I don't know too much about it. I just have the script.
You can't really say anything about it, so here it is.
No, I mean like I don't know what iteration of the script they're gonna go with because there's like. I know the basic story, which is a food cart that
There's two Persians.
There's two Persians. Well, I play the buddy who's like the doctor who's whitewashed, and he's trying to sell kebabs, and I'm like, dude, sell cheeseburgers and chili fries. That's what they want, man.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, they made you a doctor? That's really unusual.
Hey, Dr. D, that's me. A doctor, a lawyer, a cop.
You're a doctor telling your buddy that he shouldn't sell kebabs, he should sell cheeseburgers.
Yes, to be more marketable.
Did your character go to school to learn that?
No, my character's just an asshole. Much like me.
Cool, man.
This is really awesome. This is a great setup, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. So it's all.
Thank you.
It's all recorded in Oyster Brian's Records.
Stay high
Matt
forever.
Great.
That's I'm trying to do. I want a catchphrase.
Stay high forever.
Is that a bad one?
I think it'll work here.
Pick a line from your movie.
Eat shit and die. That's
Wait. That old guy in that movie you were in. He had the funniest line. He said something asshole, and it was like the funniest line ever.
Oh, the old guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He actually owned that farm, and that tractor was he saved it. It was like from the 50s, and they rebuilt it. He owns.
Do you remember that line? It was like the best line in the movie.
Of course it does, asshole. Let's end on that.
All right.